Welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's we're hunting through, looking for those alphabet 10p's, ideally a 2019 dated one. We haven't filled a 2019 book before. We have got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, P, R, yeah, T, U, V and X. If I ever forget the alphabet, it's because of having to go through it very weirdly in one of these videos. The 2019 ones though are solo minted, so rare and hard to find. We did start another 2018 book. This is our third book, having completed 2 books previously. We've got quite a lot to go, but we have got A, E, G, I, K, M, Q, V, X and Y, so plenty to put into the 2018 book. So let's get into these packs and see what we find. Okay then, whilst the hunt is ongoing, we're going to be looking at some comments and questions recently left on my videos that I'm going to respond to. So you've got a random love and a like from me, but no reply. That means it's gone into my database of screenshots to answer in these 10p coin hunts. We're going to start with Jane Daniel, who says, "Hi Christopher, has anyone found the Restrike Coins?" So this is in relation to the 50p's. I'd imagine back in 2019, to celebrate 50 years of the 50p, 10 of the older designs were restruck for collector's sets and not put into circulation. But as we know, every now and again someone is gifted, purchases, or for whatever reason rips them out of their packaging, spends them or pays them into the bank. I would assume mostly because they don't understand that there is a collector's value to the coins. And yeah, so every now and again a coin that shouldn't be in circulation does turn up. That's why I always check for them, and if you've got the coin you might as well check. So I know that some people have found them. The most recent one that's on my radar that I can recall was my good friend and fellow coin tuber Coins to Collect, who found a 2019 Kew Garden, which was very, very cool. The video's on his YouTube channel, so do go and check it out. But they are out there, and I'm forever being sent pictures from people that have found these Restrike coins or other NIFCs in their change or in their own coin hunts. So they're out there to find. If I keep looking, eventually I might find one. Oh, there we go. K for King Arthur. Very nice. 2018. Super find. Dan Forbes says, 1969 50p, I thought we didn't go into decimalization until about 71-72. So that is correct. Decimal day was in 1971 when we changed over from the currency system of pounds, shillings and pence to the pounds and new pence. But obviously they would, a bit like with the new pound coin. It's not new anymore because it's been in circulation since 2017. The pound coin went into circulation in 2017 and started replacing the round pound coins from that point, but you'll find ones dated 2016 because to replace a whole denomination you can't just do it, start minting them that year. You have to have enough to start replacing all of those coins out in change. And if you think about decimalization, that is not just replacing one denomination, that is replacing all coins. Obviously not immediately, not all pre-decimal coins went out of circulation on one day and new ones on the next day. It was a slower process of them being filtered out of circulation. But so to have enough of these, all the denominations, they'd have to start minting them early. And yes, 1969 is the earliest dated 50p that you can get that was minted for circulation. So it's a pretty cool coin to have, being the first of the 50p's. But yes, they're not in circulation anymore because they're a larger, thicker than the denomination we use now, because in 1997 they got resized down to the size that we use today. But there's still plenty of them about if you want to add one to your collection. Right. Mike Tyson, I imagine, oh, that's not Mike Tyson. Oh, it is Mike Tyson, I just can't read. It is Mike Tyson. I imagine not the Mike Tyson, but there we go. So here's a question for you, Christopher. Has your bank ever accused you of some kind of elaborate money laundering operation due to the volumes of coins that you withdraw and then pay back in again? Short answer is no. The longer answer is that I'm always quite upfront with what I do when I chat with the guys at the post office. I don't go to the post office, the banks that I use. So I do get to know them, and I think being a bit friendly does help as well, because it is quite regularly they get to see me, so it's nice to get to know them and chat a bit. And if there are coin collectors in the banks that I use, it's always nice to have a little chit chatter about coins. So yes, I'm quite upfront with it, so they know exactly what I'm doing. So it has never been an issue. It's not a far-fetched question though, because I do know someone who was accused of forging I think it was £2 coins and trying to pay them in, and that's why he had so many. So, but I will suggest that he answers that question at some point if he wishes. Anyway, Stephen Petula says, why did a bag of coins appear at the bottom right hand side after you did the error check at 11:55? Curious. So that would just be the bag of coins that are going back to the bank. After I finish with looking for the commemorators, I check through all of the ones off to the side for key dates on the 50p's and errors on the £2 coins, and I look through a handful and I throw them into the bag. I look through another handful, throw them in this bag. Look through another handful, throw them in this bag. And it must be I must have just left it slightly on camera, but that's what that bag is. That is all the coins that are going back to the bank that I'd searched through for anything. Red Schaefer says, man, I wish I could do this. I should have tried an American accent. I won't, but I wish I could do this. American coins are so boring compared to their UK counterparts. So yes, I think a lot of UK collectors would be quite jealous of some American coins because, and I get the impression that it's not very common anymore, but there is still some silver in circulation, coins with a silver content that's still in circulation, because unlike in the UK, as we said, in 1971 we flipped over to the new decimal coins. So it was back 1947 was the year when all the silver had been taken out of newly minted circulating coins. So it's been a long time since anyone could feasibly find silver coins in circulation in the UK, and I get the impression that it's dwindling in the United States, but there are still some out there, which I think is really cool to be able to do. I get what you mean about some of your denominations that are a little bit not as exciting, but again it's the history as well. Your coins are going to be much older because they haven't been withdrawn and replaced as recently as ours have. I do really like the US state and then Park and Reserve quarter sets. I think they're such lovely designs, but again, as I'm led to believe, they are unbelievably common, minted in absolutely crazy high mintages. So I don't think it's like the Olympic 50p's in the UK where they are quite scarce and sought after. I don't get the impression that the state and Park and Reserve quarters are the same, but I think what I would say I'm very jealous of is Canada, Australia and other countries that have got a bit of colour on coins in circulation. So there'll be a colorized version and a non-colorized version out in circulation. I think that would be a really cool thing for the UK Mint to start doing in a nice way. I don't want a really rubbishy colorized designs on coins going to circulation. Right, Mark Millam says, hi Christopher, I love watching your channel, thank you very much. My question is, if you found a Kew Gardens 50p and turned it over and found it to be a 2019 Restrike, how much of a disappointment would that be, although still a nice coin to find? I don't think it would be a disappointment. I think there might be a moment of, I thought that was a real Kew Gardens then. But overall, there are going to be so few of those 2019 Kew Gardens put into circulation because they weren't circulated on purpose. It's only the ones that for one reason or another someone has spent that will be out in change. As I said earlier, I know it can happen because Coins to Collect found one, so there could be another one out there. So the only tricky thing is, out of the 10 coins that were restruck, it's only the Kew Gardens that the original is worth more than the 2019s. So that is good. It is a bit like I thought it was a real Kew Gardens worth this much. No, it's a restrike, still worth a decent amount of money, but not as much as the actual Kew Gardens. But I think it's on. We all have our bucket list of things we want to find, and I've been very fortunate to tick off quite a lot of them. The 2019 Restrike set, obviously not the whole set, but a coin from that set is pretty high up in my list of things I'd love to find. So I think there might be a moment of but it would be like I would be really happy. I think overall I wouldn't be disappointed to find one. And yes, to answer the follow-up question that wasn't there, that I'm sure people have in the comments, I would definitely put that in the book in lieu of Kew Gardens, but only because the Kew Gardens are so rare. It's been so long since we found one, that would definitely be holding the spot for Kew Gardens. Right, Andy says, why the Rex when I've already received my second dinosaur coin? I hate the Royal Mint exclusive coins. It's really unfair to those of us unable to visit Wales. Kick in the teeth to coin collectors. So why does the TRex strike your own when the second dinosaur 50p is already out? Well, it's the raw mid release calendar. So it is the TRex was a 2024 dated coin, although they were released at the end of 2023. It's a very common thing we see with other denominations. Towards the end of the year, we do then have coins coming out minted for that next year. As to why do the raw mint do it, that's what they've always done. So yes, I guess it's pinged in my mind that if they're doing the TRex, given that it was released last year, although minted for this year, is that not a good indication that they want to do all three coins? Otherwise, you would start with the second coin, which has more recently come out, wouldn't you? An interesting thought. So, the answer is I don't really know. I don't know who it is that gets to set what the raw mint experience has as the strike your own. A lot of the time, it will be whatever the latest release is when they want to change it. But I'm not sure who overall gets to make that decision. I'd be fascinated to know, because that's someone I would love to have a conversation with about ways to potentially increase excitement of the raw mint experience. But there we go. Right, the raw mint exclusive coins. Yes, so I must admit, I have a difficult sort of relationship with those raw mint exclusive coins, because I think it's great that they can do something which is exclusive to the raw mint experience, gives another reason to bring people and collectors there, because I think it is such a great place, such a great day out, that anything they can do to encourage more people to go there, the better. On the flip side, I totally echo what you think. There are lots of people in the country, or even internationally, that just can't get to the raw mint on a regular basis. I'm very fortunate. I live an hour and a half away, 2 hours if it's bad traffic at Newport, but that's another story. But yeah, even like within the UK, if you're up in Scotland, up in the north of England, or down in Cornwall and Devon, those kind of places, it is quite a trek to get there. Even if you're in North Wales, it's a long old drive down to Clantress. And so yes, I don't know what I wish. I think there has to be some sort of fair medium where there is something exciting about the raw mint experience. I think there are lots of people out there who will go there to buy those raw mint exclusives, and will then resell them on Facebook, and there's a couple of people that do it on my Discord server that do it at reasonable prices. Obviously they're going out of their way, they've got to cover the cost of their time, the cost of the petrol or travel getting to and from, and the postage, so it's not as cheap as buying it there in the shop. But then if you factor in what would it cost you to drive to the mint, catch a bus, catch a train, whatever, to the mint, and purchase that coin, if you're then paying a little bit of a premium on the ticket price that it would be at the raw mint experience, then I think there are lots of them out there that's very fair, reasonable, and doing this great service. It's the same with the strike your owns. Not everyone can get down to get the strike your own, and that's a shame. But again, there's lots of people that do travel, that live locally, that can buy them and sell them, and lots of them are selling them at reasonable prices. And if you come across someone that's selling for crazy prices, don't buy from that person, buy from someone else. Anyway, with that being said, let's get back to the coins. Okay then, so our finds today, very, very nice to come across an alphabet 10p, K for King Arthur. It's 2018, sadly one of the few we already have in the book, so a duplicate, but never grumble at finding one even if it is a duplicate. We go to Jersey in 2016 for this 10p, and then Guernsey in 2018 for that one as well. So overall, a good hunt. Any hunt you find an alphabet 10p, I can go through £200 3 weeks in a row and be lucky to get one out of it, so I am very chuffed with that. Do let me know in the comments if you have found an alphabet 10p, what letter did you find and where did you find it. I'm always amazed that there are actually quite a few people each week that do find these alphabet 10p's, so it is keep your good messages coming through in the comments, so that so it's not just me that's finding one every 3 weeks. There is definitely people finding them every single week, and it fills us all with hope that we can find them. As usual, there's also links in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO Box just if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company, the company I work for as my day job, so please do check their YouTube channel out as well. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!